Imagine a seismic shift in Japanese politics that's poised to shatter glass ceilings and rewrite the country's leadership playbook, potentially ushering in its very first female prime minister. But here's where it gets controversial. This bold move comes amid a dramatic breakup in a decades-old alliance, sparking debates about stability, innovation, and whether fresh coalitions can truly deliver or just stir up more unrest. Stick around, because this story unfolds with twists that could redefine Japan's political landscape for years to come. In a surprising turn of events reported by the Kyodo News Agency on Sunday, Japan's dominant Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, a conservative force that steered the nation for most of the post-war era, and the Japan Innovation Party, often referred to as Ishin, have reached a broad consensus to team up in a coalition government. This partnership paves the way for Sanae Takaichi, the head of the LDP, to potentially become Japan's first woman to hold the Prime Minister's office, marking a historic milestone in a nation where gender equality in top roles has lagged behind global trends. For those new to Japan's political scene, let's break it down simply. The LDP has been the powerhouse party since the 1950s, emphasizing economic growth, national security, and traditional values. On the other hand, is a more reform-oriented group that pushes for innovation, decentralization, and sometimes bolder changes to shake up the status quo. Their co-leaders, Sanae Takaichi for the LDP and Hirofumi Yoshimura for Ishin, are slated to ink a formal agreement on this alliance come Monday, as detailed by Kyodo. Efforts to contact both parties' headquarters for immediate reactions drew no responses given the late hour. The groundwork for this deal was laid just days ago, when Ishin's other co-leader, Fumitake Fujita, hinted at significant strides in their discussions on Friday, describing the talks as having achieved big progress. This momentum comes at a crucial time, with Parliament set to vote on the next Prime Minister this Tuesday. While Ishin lawmakers plan to support Takaichi in that election, they're opting not to appoint ministers to her initial cabinet, allowing them to maintain some independence in this fledgling partnership. But this is the part most people miss, and where opinions start to diverge wildly. Takaichi's ascent seemed almost inevitable after clinching the LDP's presidency earlier this month. Yet, everything changed when the LDP's long-standing junior partner, Komeito, a Buddhist-inspired party known for its focus on social welfare and ethical governance, abruptly ended their 26-year coalition. This exit triggered a whirlwind of negotiations with other factions, forcing the LDP to pivot and seek new allies to secure a majority. Critics argue this shift could weaken the party's grip and introduce unpredictability, while supporters see it as a necessary evolution toward more inclusive governance. What do you think? Is Komeito's departure a smart exit strategy or a risky gamble that leaves Japan vulnerable? The jury's still out, but it highlights the delicate balance of power in parliamentary democracy. To sweeten the deal and bring Ishin into the fold, the LDP has pledged to persist in efforts to prohibit donations from corporations and other organizations to political entities, a move aimed at curbing potential influence peddling and promoting cleaner politics. Additionally, they're committed to exempting food items from Japan's consumption tax, a policy Ishin has championed by specifically proposing a 2-year suspension of the tax on groceries. These concessions could resonate with everyday voters grappling with rising living costs, offering a tangible example of how coalition building might translate into real economic relief for families. As Japan navigates this uncharted territory, one can't help but wonder about the broader implications. Will this coalition foster the innovation Ishin promises, or will the conservative LDP's influence dilute those ambitions? And in an era where global leaders like Margaret Thatcher have inspired figures like Takaichi, does this moment signal a genuine leap toward gender equity? Or is it more about political expediency? Share your perspective below. Do you believe this partnership heralds progress for Japan, or sets the stage for conflicts ahead? We'd love to hear your takes in the comments. Reporting by Kiyoshi Takenaka, editing by William Mallard. Our Standards. The Thomson Reuters Trust Principles.